Who's this blue blood?
What do you reckon Mid's going to make next?
Well, don't just stand there. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
All right, Uncle.
We shall. Come! Let... I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is. Ready, go?
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Go. Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
outlaw! Take it!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
It's over. It's you.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Plates and pots! Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors.
We have to get... not by guile, then.
Rosina Dalamil. Woman of... But how will we find her?
And that she was... Sid's other collaborators have all been people of meat. I'll wager this Rosina...
That would certainly help to narrow the search.
And that's exact...
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Dalamil is famous for its spas, its markets, and its 1,000 gil for a...
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Back to Drake's family anytime soon.
Well, it's not our
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns! Keep the darkness from your door!
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Nice try. Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Needed
The juiciest meat from greens. Yes, they're
The
quite
finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thief. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between, and it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so?
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Light eaten dark.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. No, just leave.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
The finest fabrics!
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I had no luck, of course, but my uncharacteristic indiscretion. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallite.
So the pearl was...
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act.
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, and put an end to the trouble.
Ha! It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy. Far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Come on.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them! Kill them both!
It's over! Farewell!
It's not over yet, Uncle! I'm just getting warmed up!
It's over!
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with... It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a... Well, Clive. You held up your end of the bargain, so I must do... To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal... And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way.
Thank you. And please allow me... you still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust. I saw you...
Oh.
And my name is not Greybeard.
No. Thank...
Of all the...
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall...
Thank you.
And please, feel free to send one of my Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tu Isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master.
I wouldn't put it...
Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm Sava, Master Luber's soon-to-be former apprentice if I don't... People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that... I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on.
I'm afraid.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask.
I could give... I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been. And that Lubor needs all the... So...
Good question. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solved. We need him.
You're right. Now, who to speak? There's plenty of folk in Dal. There's the butcher, of course. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the... I'll talk to every cook I can find.
All right.
Let's hope...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
My carpets have
Take a sniff, good sir.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or
something?
Fair enough. First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp.
Everything I've worked for, all those years of toil, every...
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. On second thought,
That depends on...
I'd have you save my business. The baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all... I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't... I'm bound to these baths in more...
All right.
Wonderful. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of Suffies, my livelihood.
They've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang now.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good...
Oh. Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Your knife snaps every time you use it.
Thank you.
All business, eh?
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava...
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. I've lost one...
I don't plan on dying.
Well...
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Come on, girl, the gate's open.
By the flames. That explains the heat. Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling. Thanks, girl.
I saw with my own two eyes what you did to those devils down there, and I still hardly believe it.
Come on.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
still hurt. What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, wench! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Did the Royalists bring them from Ash? Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us. They've taken over the entire mine. So much for the men of the Rock. Dhalmekia's finest. Stairs. This must be the way out. I won't be sneaking past this one. How did I get in here? Slow. Let's try. Let's try. By the flames. Come on, Torgal. Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Let the trial begin.
What the hell?
With me,
seems were expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too? More of them. What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him? First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Nice try.
Too slow. Too slow. Nice try. You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle. Just what I needed.
It's over. Finished. It's
That had better be the last of them.
my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
You got away from her! Benedicta! I'll kill you, Roswell!
Oh shit, he's priming. Not now. Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
But if you can do it, then so could I! Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Ultima. What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka. The man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Gah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
What ways? Welcome home, Sid. We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Clive, you're back. I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say?
I suppose we are.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Well, somewhat.
Nothing escapes you. It's true.
Good. I'm starting to get a And what can I do for you? It's a relief. Thank you, If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Finished, are you?
Blackthorn.
What is it?
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you. Under a new Sid.
I'll try to.
Clive. You're a bloody riddance. Morning, Clue. What do you want? That it? Fine.
Ah! No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Look, he's crying.
And with good reason, children. He's a tear. There shall be no lessons today.
All right, really.
Finally.
It does.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to...
Hippocrates. After Cook, I need to know what he...
Alas. No. And not for want of not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake. Like whether the Ultima you met with, but until I do...
Thank you. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
My knowledge is yours. I have a few new notes that might interest you. There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you. You wish to study the tomes?
So, you learn it?
Only that
all the cooks said too heavy.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything. That can't... No. We must be missing something.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start.
Agreed.
Right. Trouble is, it's meaning some...
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other, a merchant. I bet she'd...
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Oh, where did all the men of London go?
Made from the stoutest
There he is.
Won't
The
you?
man. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by...
I'm glad to...
Now.
Not what I...
You tell her fine. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. But I burdened you with my worries enough. Right. It's high time I got back to work.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
What do you need? What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Master!
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to Ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to Ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's all... Folk first settled Dalamil to get at a mineral deposit, and if you know the trick...
Bloody hell, I don't suppose...
It's hardly my speciality.
Looks like I've got some learning to... Clive,
Limestone. Besides...
You'll have no trouble finding limestone...
Then I suppose...
Right you are. So, do you crush it up, or just...
Yeah!
You deserve a rest. Well, Clive. Looks like you're gonna need me a bigger sword. It should have stayed in its shell.
The most fragrant herbs.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Plates and pots!
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Good day, my lord. Go with Gilbert.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Thanks, Gal. One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully, this is what Southern needs.
Ready, girl? Yeah!
No holding back. They don't look happy.
Yeah!
Peace at last.
Faster!
Time to fight. All right. Straight home now. Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine. You're finished. You're finished. And then there was one. I needed that. Nice try. Waken wind! That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
Master Lubor says Drake's fang has fallen.
I wasn't sure, but I hope.
You are you now. A knife forged.
It's a fine-looking. That sounds like my cue.
I'm sorry for...
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you? What? It's sharp, and it's heavy. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment. It looks like someone... The limestone was a...
And I was so...
I don't know who you found to teach you. Next question. How much do you think...
Well, if it... I would say you could demand a...
And... The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamilla's home to humble traders. Rule number 1 in any...
Yes, Forgeman.
This is... I'd say you're worth keeping around starting tomorrow.
I will. What would you...
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's... If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman...
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations.
I couldn't have done so much for the first spirit meaning.
You've passed your time.
And when I do...
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Oh, where did all the men have gone?
made from the stoutest stoneware.
Are you looking for something in particular? Here you are. An excellent choice.
Let's go. Run like the wind. Thanks, girl.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over.
Let's
try.
I bring your blood!
That's better. Those who kill for sport deserve no.
I'm telling you, it's true.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
No surprises there.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No.
Ah, but I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway, not least of all Sid. You should tell it. Well, she's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers. Trying to do her part.
Very well.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought...
Sorry, I'm too busy. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack up.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there a...
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into... And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in...
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you... Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Blackthorn.
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arse. Go on then.
She said you would know.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave.
And,
Take a look at it. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buck, which is where you lot come in. I need materials. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs...
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get...
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. We can get this over with. You going after the start? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So, where do we find this?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes...
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? I'll go and scout the place out.
All right.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece you.
Fleece me?
Take a sniff, good sir.
Go on, just like that.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. Load though I...
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he...
All right.
Night meat and dark. Fresh, yes, they're quite sought after.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than... I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's... Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dallin, but if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll...
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished?
Enough.
Ah, that might even be enough for old Black. Here. Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Well, says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn.
You go on ahead.
Oh, after Blackthorn.
Right.
Ready, go? Faster!
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent...
It's certainly not a baker. Master must have root. Time was the sight of the Fang used to...
I take it you...
I hated her. But she had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her. But now she's gone. What am I supposed to do?
Focus on the job at hand.
What use is... Wait. You've opened my heart.
Wait. Suppose he won't be needing an escort then.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Ah, though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high.
Master, it's ready.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of steepled peaks. True, my loaves can look inside. She's filled Master, I have found my
Well, if it takes... not only is my apprentice... I don't know how you... Now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but do you have to use the good salt? Leave some for the rest of us.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything?
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust.
We should go out on manoeuvres to... or beat sneaking around on your Todo, but...
I'll make a start on putting it. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on...
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work.
Give us a shout if you need it.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke. Drake's Fang is gone.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Mid hasn't been.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn...
Excellent.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
salvage from the ruins. What?
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
Oh, Sid, is this about... Here you see the Mithril engine, in which Mithril is... excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stat. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating, in other words, this is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are... And not only that, they're also why. If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly.
You can stop there. And Mid said we might be able to... Where would I find...
Ah, yes. It's... The thing is, well, it's no longer a matter of just walk...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my team and...
Good day to you.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to your liking. I trust it's all here. I hope it's to your liking.
Ah, Clive.
Go on.
There are whisperings of rustlings in the undergrowth. It may be no more. Given...
Of course.
You...
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously. Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village.
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing. Don't worry. Any shady characters trying...
All right.
Word is that Shields took a hiding.
Do you have a... There's talk of suspicious figures.
No.
Where was...
In law, but was out, ran back.
I see. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet, then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
It's over. Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin. Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia. Straight home now.
Oh, the, ruins are just over there, as...
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. Nice try. Too slow.
Awaken, wind!
Too slow. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed.
All right.
Good day to you, Sid.
The crystals we get from the table.
Clive.
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone.
Black shields, though they serve another master. And it would appear the pack, damn it all. And bite back.
I'm sorry, who did the black shield?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of...
I don't understand. Why him?
I was a member of the judiciary one, and fight it I did. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which, and throughout, it was the Lord Chief.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality, a means of ridding himself of his rival. His response, however, and I lost everything. My loved ones. The faith I had once held, but so I set about enacting I tracked down every soul who served him, but the man himself proved with money and power, and so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing.
And?
Of course. They too have lost love, seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful. Our wounds are the same. We know where he hides. How numerous and well-trained. What we did not know, and...
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any... My friends and
I'm not going to change his mind.
What can I interest you in today? You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena.
Excellent.
And?
Right.
How's that?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going, which is why a prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. The helm and the plating are bulky. I need something light.
Well, if I were in need of I know who's counsel.
Tomes? I've got all the details. Can you take this to him? See what he makes?
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Thanks to Sid, the man who...
Hippocrates. For you? Well, actually, could you take a look?
Shielding for a mithril?
She has some specific requirements for the material, and yet remain cool enough, as you can imagine. She's struggling.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps. It is not a different...
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more, and yet we have made a home here from those
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moondew. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles...
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other. I shall speak to them. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary... The knowledge of the past may...
Thank you. And since you're asking...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shield.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if...
Thank you.
I am sure either of these find...
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Trustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, who will...
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list.
White chocobo eggs. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very... edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem so much so, in fact, that they were harvested now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to...
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway.
I will.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia. Now, where's Jill?
There's talk that the glass gate flood.
Welcome. I'll be here if you need me.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled. I won't have you.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes that?
I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of...
All right.
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the... Fresh cuts! Come and get them...
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Ah, yes. Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Keep fighting the good fight.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Buy, sell, or be gone.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find...
I did.
Garlic and Pepio nut. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates. But before we head back... Thank you for asking me to help you today.
It does. It's good to get away from just being him. Do you remember walking down Market?
How could I remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing. Wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and... Sorry. It's just... You're right. I really do feel like a child again. Clive, is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
Thank you, Clive. Well, I need to give these ingredients. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
How's work on the shield?
Well, very well indeed. I was just explaining to Tarja, and now that we have all the...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a...
What about the shield?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Ober.
Apparently, it'll...
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join?
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost... a shame. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, followed by a rigorous, perhaps...
Leave it. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
I heard what you told Nan about Kupka. Hopefully all our old friends can rest easy now.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Mid hasn't been a...
Editors started reading pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. You'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is on...
You found something?
In a manner of speaking. Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. He's supervising the construction.
Brilliant!
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits to the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's 1 down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in... But now she's so close to being finished, I've realised I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can.
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, sod our plans.
Are you sure?
Something tells me...
He'd be proud.
You,
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish.
All right.
Aye.
Meg told me she was building a ship.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? All yours. All done?
Well, here.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this lovely bit of kit, yes? Problem is, which is what?
I imagine Ty could guess it.
Prop.
So what exactly?
Nothing but bomb ash. Gave me a sample. She'd up you pour the blackest, sir. And do you know what I found out?
I take it.
I would have gone myself, but...
All right.
Frank...